Guys, I need to address an issue that I've been thinking about lately, and that is the comments on my two and only political videos. One which is about the Bali 9 executions that recently happened, about 2 weeks ago, I think. About 2 weeks ago, weeks ago. Okay, no, that's awful. I'm sorry. Okay, okay. That one was about the title of the video is Muran Sukumaran and Andrew Chan death penalty for drugs? Question mark. Um, this one, I got two comments on it, but I wouldn't say I got in an argument, but I got kind of in a debate with another dude. Um, Not gonna say his name, of course, but of course, I think it's very good that we can have debates on the internet or generally in real life, so we can hear each other's opinions. Uh, I consider myself a very left-ish liberal. I'm quite liberal. I have a lot of liberal views, but I uh, I don't think that it is my choice to tell people what to think or not. As I said in my video, the Muro Sukumaran video, and Andrew Chan, it was I just basically skipped through my opinions for like a minute or something. I just said this video is not about this. I just quickly said that I believe that drugs should be free and it's your choice if you want to take them or not. Um, yes, which I still stand with. However, the thing is that people generally, people that are from Asia will probably disagree with me, which a guy has done. But of course, I respect you. If you disagree with me, I have no problem with that. But it doesn't seem like you are. It's directed towards you, man. But I'm not gonna say your name, and mainly because you're a YouTuber yourself, which I have respect for. We do the same thing. Uh, Usually my videos are different, but today I needed to address this. Um, he said he asked me if a drug dealer should be responsible for the killing of a person that has used his drugs. Um, this was something I answered to, which I gotta say it straight. I don't believe that a drug dealer, a person that sells drugs, does it for a profession, even though it's illegal. A person that sells drugs, uh, like heroin and cocaine, which are awful drugs, don't get me wrong, very awful drugs. If you sell that to a person and he willingly is buying it from you, you're not forcing it upon someone, which I doubt that any drug dealer does because drugs are worth a lot of money on the streets, man. So I'm quite sure he won't really give it to anyone or force it to anyone. So if you sell it to someone and he willingly buys it and does the drugs that he just bought, I think I'm quite sure that many of you guys will agree with me. I hope, because I most people like the Amazing Atheist has the same view. A lot of libertarians. I'm not a libertarian myself, but I have kind of leaning towards libertarian views. But I agree with a lot of what they say. Um, However, as I said, I think that the burden is a lot more on the person that bought the drugs than on the drug dealer, because the drug dealer is only doing one thing, and that is selling the drugs to a person that is willingly trying to buy them. Now, let's let's make a scenario. Okay, let's make a scenario. Let's say that let's say that you're working in a what's it, pharmacy, for pharmacy, right? I think it's pharmacy. Pharmacy. Yeah, it's pharmacy. If you work in a pharmacy, you will most likely sell prescription drugs or generally non-prescription drugs also, which there's nothing wrong to do. But the normal non-prescription drugs that you buy from the store can also have a huge damage on your body. And does that mean that the cashier that was behind the um, the cashier place, the desk ish, if the person that was behind the desk sells you, let's say she sells you Adderall. Adderall it's dangerous, but it should be moderated when you take it. So she gives you Adderall, sells you Adderall, sorry, and you buy the Adderall. and you choose to take maybe 10 Adderalls at the same time, which is dangerous. Maybe more, let's say 20 Adderalls at the same time, and you overdose and you die on a prescription drug. Who is the blame on? Is the blame on the poor girl who sold you those prescription drugs? Or is the blame on the idiot that chose to take too much of what is recommended and died? If you ask me, the blame is on the person that died, which I think is what most people would agree with. Um, However, when it comes to drugs, it's very sensitive, especially heroin, cocaine, and basically these dangerous drugs. I agree they are awful drugs, uh, but I think that there should be a legal age for consumption of those drugs. Now we're saying, I personally think that a perfect age would be over 25, if you want to start with it, which is not recommended. And you buy it from a drug dealer. Let's say it is legal. You buy it from a dealer, and you take a lot of it, and you die. Let's say you're over 25, of course, and you die. The blame is on you. Of course, the blame is totally on you. No one is forcing you to buy the drugs. You're buying them yourself, and you're consuming them yourself, and you die. Of course, you don't die from taking heroin once. It becomes an addiction. The same with a lot of prescription drugs. Becomes a both physical and psychological addiction, which makes you eventually become addicted, of course, and die. Of course, you don't die the first time you take heroin. I'm quite sure that's not the case. If you inject it wrong, then that's probably dangerous. But I'm quite sure you won't die. You probably be injured really badly, but still, usually people don't die after the first time. The same with cocaine. You have to take it a lot in big amounts before you actually die. Which, of course, you're the stupid one for taking a lot of them. Of course, it is addicting, like alcohol is, and tobacco is, and caffeine is. These three drugs are legal. Alcohol is legal, tobacco is legal, and caffeine is legal. These three drugs, along with sugar, which is not a required body, something you need in your body. These let's put these four. These four are totally legal drugs. If you eat let's say you consume like 3 bags of sugar and you die because your body and your pancreas has been overloaded with so much sugar that it can't really function anymore, and you die. Again, the blame is on you, sir. I understand what you're saying. It might seem weird that my stance is kind of this liberal, but a lot of people are like this. Again, I said anarchists are like this. Many anarchists, even though I'm not, I don't like to label myself. I label myself a an independent dude. I have my own kind of thoughts on how a society should work. But libertarians, which is the third biggest party in America, I'm not sure how many members it has, but it's up towards the millions, along with anarchists and people like that. They have the same view. That's the only thing that I think we should acknowledge, that drugs are a choice, and if you take a drug, you should be responsible for your own death if you take it continuously big amounts. So yeah, I think I think that's enough for today. Um, I'm sorry I haven't posted in a long while. I needed to address this because apparently it's been kind of a misunderstanding here. Um, of course, that's basically all I had to say. Again, I also say a person is responsible for their own actions, meaning that if you do something, you're responsible for what you've done. If I kill someone, I should stand trial and go to jail, right? Of course, that because I'm responsible for it. Um, yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, even though it's pretty long already, I think. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace.